The day had finally arrived. My bag was fully loaded and ready to go. I was still, however, apprehensive as I headed north back to the location that brought me such joy and escape. I read rumours that I wouldn't be welcome back to the Lake District. This changed, however, as soon as I set eyes on the misty fells and the vibrant spring greens. Old friends made a path and stepped aside. The sights of the spring lambs tugged on my emotional strings. The shapely crags and rolling hills were finally in view. I stopped to enjoy this moment of reconnection, breathed in the distinctive Lakeland air and shed a quiet tear. I had arrived. It was time to tread foot on this beautiful land once again. So I finally returned to the Lake District after 2 months, and boy, this feels good. I'm currently on the top of Middle Fell, which lies to the northwestern side of Wastwater, one of Lakeland's most remote and beautiful lakes. Now, I won't lie, it's been hard work getting up this fell. Very hard work indeed. I've had to pace myself, short steps, breathe, take a break every so often, just to take in the views as well. Well, that's my excuse anyway. I've just perched myself on a rock and I'm just enjoying these magnificent views you can just see behind me. We've got the Scafell range, including Scarfell, Scafell, Pike, Lingmel, Great Gable, Ewbarrow in the front there, Kirkfell, just to name a few. Absolutely beautiful place to be. Now, the magic of the Lake District is the weather conditions just change so rapidly. I arrived fairly early in the morning, missed sunrise, forget that, end of May, sunrise is about what, 4:30, 5, forget that. But I arrived around 8 o'clock and the mist and the low-lying clouds was hugging the fell side, absolutely beautiful. I tell you what, I couldn't have asked for a better greeting on my return to the Lake District. Welcome to the absolutely beautiful Wastwater. This is England's deepest and one of the most remotest lakes in the national park. It's a wonderfully tranquil, peaceful, calm morning as well. There's lots of low-lying cloud, lots of mist hugging the fells, and that's exactly what I like. We've had a week of blue skies and sunshine, and to be honest, I'm back here today to do a fairly longish hike. Remember, I haven't had a hike for what, over 2 months now. So in terms of photography, I wasn't really bothered because I just wanted to get back on the fells, but can't argue with this. Look at this. In terms of composition, big question is, which lens? What's my first image going to be like on my return? Am I going to be a bit rusty? So what I've done, kept it nice and simple, and I've gone for a square crop. Now, usually if you refer to or look back at any images of Wastwater, there's lots of foreground interest, and then you get the classic view of what Great Gable, Lingmel. But every time I've been here, this is my third occasion, the third time I've been here, the top of Great Gable has always been shrouded in cloud. No change there. But the composition I've chosen, it actually works. And it's all about simplicity, using the nice shapes of the of the rocks, which are partly submerged in the lake. There's some nice angles as well going on in the background, which have been really emphasised by the lovely conditions as well. Very misty, not great visibility, but it really works on this occasion. Welcome back to the Lake District. Although, do you mind filming? Would you? What? Shh. Although Wastwater is probably one of the most beautiful lakes in the national park, I do find it's quite limited in terms of what options are available. I spoke before about the classic view looking, east-northeast towards the large mountains, including Great Gable, Ling Mel. Other than that, you've got the screes behind me, which again quite limited to what you can take, especially on a day like this. I suppose in better light your options be more open, because every now and then there's some trees littered or scattered randomly on the scree side there, so it'd be good to home in using a telephoto. But in terms of a wide angle lens, all you've got really is a bit of foreground interest. You can search around, obviously looking for the optimum foreground, but then leading up to the classic view again, looking north east. I have commented recently on an image of one of my friends about the use of foreground interest, and I commented there, like, sometimes foregrounds are just put there as a matter of course, really, with no real thought behind it. Often the more pleasing image is a less distracting composition, excluding the foreground. The image before, using the square crops, I think worked because it created a nice balance in the overall frame. So anyway, my plan today is to go on a hike. It's around 7 miles, including 3 different fells. So I'm now going to head back to my car and head up to my starting point. This is going to be a bit of a test for the old lungs and legs. Yes, I've been going on my local walk, but when it comes to fell walking, that's a different matter. So my plan today is to climb 3 fells. I've done the first one, Middle Fell, then I'm going to head north towards Seatallon, which has got quite an interesting climb. Looking forward to that. And then I'm going to head over to Buckbarrow before I drop down towards my car. I was toying with the idea of exactly where to go. I really did want a hike, but I didn't want a short hike. I thought about doing Mel Break, which just lies to the south, work my distance, my directions there, just lies to the south of Water. But I wanted something a bit tastier. But I wanted to balance it as well, because I didn't want to overdo it, because at the end of the day I am a bit rusty. I'm right about that. But yeah, I've made the right choice. At one point, I thought, why not do Scar Fell, which is England's 2nd highest mountain. The reason for that is because I've got 3 more fells to cover the southern region of the Lake District. This, by the way, is the western region of the Lake District. But then I thought, maybe not the best idea on my return to England's 2nd highest mountain at over 900 meters. So I'll leave that for another day. Okay, so I'm gonna get on my stuff together. I've just enjoyed some wonderful views, soaking it all in. The weather, by the way, it's it's good for hiking. Nice, warm, a bit of blue sky, a slight breeze. Not particularly good for photography. A bit washed out, but it may develop into something. You never know. Right, I'm going to crack on. That was just a breeze. Easy, really easy. I'm just glad that this fell, Seatallon, is the highest point today at 692 metres. The climb from around Greendale Tarn up to Seatallon is rather steep, like that. It's probably really like that, but it seems like that. It can only get easier from now on. Photography wise, yeah, it's not happening. It's not happening. It's a beautiful day. It's absolutely beautiful, but it's just really white out, really. No real contrasting light. It's a wonderful hiking day, don't get me wrong. A little bit of a breeze still. I'm really enjoying it. But I think it's safe to say that the photography time was early in the morning at Wastwater. So literally spun the camera around, same lens, 70 to 200 telephoto, and I'm homed in on the nice meandering road which takes into Wastwater, and that's nicely balanced by the, again, meandering shapes of the rocks on the lakeside. Ensure it's balanced as well. There's small islands on the left hand side of the frame, and there's a couple of trees that are slightly angled in the upper right. I've got a soft spot for nice curving lines in the landscape. Well, it's been a wonderful return, it really has. It's been a tale of two stories really today, with that lovely low-lying cloud creating some nice moodiness around the banks of Wastwater. But since then the clouds have been burnt away. It's now a blue sky day and the sun is belting down. So regards to photography, very limited. Regards to hiking, yeah, very good indeed. It's nice and warm and nice gentle breeze. I'm just completing my third fell of the day, which is Buckbarrow. So I'm nearing 50 wayrights to go. Stay tuned to the channel and my journey continues. Now it's around 5 o'clock. Sunset's around 9, half 9. I'm not going to hang around for the next 4.5 hours. I've had enough. I want to get back to my car, then I've got a 3-hour drive home. And I'm absolutely jiggered. So, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for my journey as I clock off the fells. I'll update my website as well. I need to do more blogs, write more blogs. I'll post more to Instagram, no doubt, as well. I want a bit of a break, and a 2-week break. It's been good. Right, until next time then. Keep smiling. Look after yourself. Bye bye for now.